The centre is now also to ask the states to reduce VAT both on petrol and diesel prices. Petroleum Minister is now written in to all the state chief ministers to cut VAT on petrol and diesel. This is an argument, this is a cause that Mirror Now has been campaigning on for the past several months. Despite the barrel price on fuel being low internationally, petrol, diesel essentially expensive in India because of the percentage of VAT. So are we looking at a scenario here wherein which VAT on fuel is to be slashed? We have with us our correspondent Hina Gambhir getting us those inputs in that letter that has been sent out to all state chief ministers. Hina, please give us the details there.
Well, if you talk about petrol and diesel prices, they have been rising, in the last couple of months, almost on a daily basis. Now, the major component in petrol price per litre is state tax, which is VAT. Now, ever since GST has come into place, all states have been increasing VAT as well, and that is one of the reasons why overall petrol prices in the country have shot up significantly. One reason, of course, is that the international crude oil prices are, are fluctuating, they are rising, but the other factor is state VAT on petrol and diesel, which is a big component. Now, yesterday evening, Centre had cut excise duty on petrol and diesel by 2 rupees respectively. Now, we are given to understand that Centre is now going to ask states as well to reduce the VAT or state tax on petrol and diesel, which has gone up significantly as well in the last 2-3 months. We are being told that the Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan is expected to write to all state chief ministers today, asking them to reduce the burden on Aam Aadmi as far as petrol and diesel prices are concerned by reducing VAT, which has gone up in many states from about, say, 25 to almost...
Hina, to what extent would this be an independent decision to be taken by the state governments? If a letter has been issued by the centre, it of course would not be going in as an instruction. Would be the prerogative of the state to decide on that, is it?
Well, that's right. So Centre is only going to request states to reduce the VAT that has gone up significantly in last 2 months. Of course, the decision will depend on states whether they follow Centre's directive or not. But of course, Centre has done its duty. It has already cut the excise duty to help the Aam Aadmi. Many are, of course, calling it a Diwali gift as well to the common man at a time when the petrol prices are touching almost 80 rupees per litre in states like Maharashtra. Now, of course, Centre is requesting states. Of course, the decision in this regard would be of the states only. We'll have to see how states really respond to this request by the centre.
Hina, many thanks for getting us those inputs in what is being seen as an active approach now finally by the centre, first having slashed excise duty and now also putting in a request in the form of this letter sent out to all state governments to also cut on VAT, which is charged on fuel prices, which will considerably further bring down the fuel price. We'll of course have to see how many states would be willing to do that, especially if you have the BJP ruled state governments in willing to listen to an instruction that's coming from the top leadership of their party, from the central government there.